Hello everybody, this is Captain Jerwa bringing you another Pokemon Showdown battle. This one is against THATSAplusONE, who's a YouTube friend of mine. I've been wanting to battle him for a little while and kind of forgot about it, and now I saw him on Showdown, so I challenged him, and here we are. And I do apologize that my team preview layout is a little derpy this time, just because his name is so long and other things. But yeah, anyway, we both have Sun teams, which is pretty cool, and his team has Darmanitan and Victini, which are both huge threats in the Sun, and Gengar, which my team really does not have much for. And so it looks like I'm going to need to get Stealth Rocks up, and I need to keep my Terrakion alive, because he really does not have too much for Terrakion. But anyway, let's just get right into this battle. Okay, so looking at his team, I know my first priority is definitely going to be to get Stealth Rocks up, since he has 3 things weak to it, but he has an Espeon, so I know if I lead with my Donphan, he is just going to go right into his Espeon, and I know I need to take it out, so I'm going to lead off with Donphan, go straight for the Earthquake, just to get some huge damage in on that Espeon, which I do indeed do, and now he's at the point where I can actually take him out with an Ice Shard, which is great, so I'm just going to go straight for that as he goes into his Blissey to maybe threaten me out, but I'm really not too threatened by Blissey. Like, he could do some damage to me with, like, Ice Beam or Seismic Toss, but I'm really not too threatened, so I'm just going to go straight for an Earthquake, and he does predict me to go for Stealth Rocks there, so he goes back into his Espeon. What I think he should have done is gone into his Gengar on my Donphan, but it probably would have been the same result because he would have just gone right back into his Espeon anyway. But anyway, I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks now since I was back up to Sturdy, and I really need them, so don't really care if I take massive damage. And I'm going to go into Zapdos, hoping to take a hit from Gengar, but I actually don't, which I'm very surprised by since I don't see a Life Orb, and this actually leads me to believe that he is Specs Gengar, which is actually pretty interesting. My team can really not handle Gengar at all, so I'm just going to go into Ninetales to just take one huge hit and then take him out. But I know he's going to switch into Blissey, because when you have a Blissey and the opponent has a special attacker out, you always just switch into Blissey. But now since I roared, I know he's going to stay in here, and I go for the Flamethrower, hopefully trying to take him out, but of course I don't, just because I'm defensive Ninetales, so now I have to freaking sack another Pokemon to this thing, which ends up being Zapdos, and actually he gets min damage there. So if I just stayed in previously hoping for him to get min damage, I actually might have been able to take 2 hits and take him out, but it doesn't really matter now. I can go into Terrakion. I am Scarfed, so I'm just going to take him out with a Rock Slide, and now he really doesn't have anything for this, so his only hope is for the Rock Slide to miss. And Blissey probably could take one, but he doesn't have much to touch me, which I didn't know at the time. I thought he would still have T-Wave, but he actually doesn't. But now I do actually miss the Rock Slide, which sucks, because now this Victini could take me out with a V-Create, which is really scary. And I go into Slowking thinking maybe I can take 2, and even if I can't, I can just switch right back out to something else, get the Regenerator, and then I can take another hit. So yeah, I just go into Ninetales, but I kind of forgot, but I actually probably was faster than him in Trick Room. But I really probably couldn't kill him, even though I have the Scald, and he had the minus Spit F. Well, actually, yeah, I might have been able to. I don't know. I don't think a Scald in the Sun would do 75%, even with the minus Special Defense, but anyway, he brings in Blissey. I really just have to stay in here and sack my Ninetales so I can bring in Terrakion. And he's actually running like offensive Blissey, which has Thunder, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, and Soft Blood, which is definitely a little bit easier to deal with than freaking Wish Bliss with like Thunder Wave or something. But bring in Terrakion and go for the Close Combat. Now, I didn't go for the Stone Edge just because I didn't think it would take him out, since they usually run like physically defensive Blissey, and that one probably wasn't, but I didn't want to take any chances just because Blissey always tends to live. And yeah, I bring my Slowking on his Victini. He does predict that. He didn't really need to. I was just foddering it anyway, and just so I could bring in Venusaur, take him out with the Sludge Bomb, and then on the subsequent turn just take out his Ninetales, or not take him out, but do some huge damage, and then bring in Terrakion and just finish him off for the match. So yeah, that was the match. Yeah, definitely wasn't the greatest match. He said that this team wasn't really one of his more competitive teams, which I don't know. I don't know why I brought it, but he did. And it's a pretty interesting team still, just because Darmanitan, Victini, and the Sun are so powerful. But yeah, that's the match. It wasn't the greatest, but I still had fun, and I'm just glad I finally got to battle him, because I asked him like a long time ago, and then I never got back to him, and then yeah, but we finally got to battle. So yeah, thanks, that's a +1 for battling me. I had fun, and yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.